Welcome. Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 83. So in this episode, it is a feature roundup. So there's a couple of features that I am going to be catching up on in this episode. Starting off with Find The. But before I go into Find The, let me know what your favourite feature is, and also let me know in the comments below if you want me to review any other TV shows. Because obviously at the moment, this week actually, I've done Doctor Who, I've done Neighbours, we've got a Loki episode coming up, and some Big Finish news in the next episode, as well as some DC related news as well. So let me know if there's something that I haven't covered on the channel that you would like me to cover. Without further ado, it is time for the first feature that I'm going to cover in this episode, which is, as I said, a feature roundup, which is Find There. So just a reminder of the rules. Find That there is 5 items to guess, there is 5 guesses per week, and my guesses will be announced in the Find Those segment. Remember that you need to comment your guesses. You can comment your guesses in any video. You comment hashtag Find That Out if all squares of your items have been guessed. If any of my guesses are correct, which I'm revealing shortly, comment hashtag Find The Hit with the relevant coordinate. If any of my guesses are incorrect, comment hashtag Find The Miss with the relevant coordinate. The theme changes every week and the game resets every week. This week's theme, I actually wrote this before, it still applies, before I decided to take a little bit break from Doctor Who, but it still applies because I did the first 4 episodes of Doctor Who, Series 1 Doctor Who, Series 11 in a couple of episodes ago. It's going to be, the first item is the 13th Doctor, who takes up 1 square. Yasmin Khan, who takes 4 squares, 2 squares long and 2 squares wide. Graham O'Brien takes 9 squares, 3 squares long and 3 squares wide. Ryan Sinclair takes 16 squares with 4 squares long and 4 squares wide. And the final item, which takes a huge 25 squares, is the TARDIS with 5 squares long and 5 squares wide. Just a reminder that it's like battleships, but it's A to G across the top and 1 to 10 across the bottom. And my guesses are A1, B10, F7, G5 and G8. So that's this week's instalment of Find There. Coming up next will be the 3rd episode of Timey Wimey. Meet Charlie and Greg become friends. Charlie and Greg travel together and arrive in ancient Egypt, 40 BC. Greg and Charlie try to find a way home when the circus tent disintegrates as soon as Charlie and Greg land in ancient Egypt. Yes, as soon as both Greg and Charlie's phones are out of charge. Charlie gets mistaken for a criminal in prison, where Greg will have to rescue him. Greg has been named Deputy Pharaoh of Egypt. Charlie and Greg reunite. Charlie and Greg arrive in 2053.
Famous beauty coming at ya. Guys, all look out for me. I am a leader and a lady and a queen. I'm Cleopatra, such a queen never been seen. I am a pharaoh, yet they're all meant to be guys, but I don't care, oh, I just wear oh, be a disguise. My mom and dad were pharaohs, I thought my rules due, but both my older sisters thought that they should rule too. Oh dear, they both died. I wonder who that will leave. Little me, oh Pharaoh Cleo. Okay, no time to grieve. Think that's alarming, you'd be right, but it gets worse. Married my half brother and we ruled the universe. That bad romance led to an overcrowded throne, but then he died. Boo, so now I rule alone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hail Lady Cleo. Whoa, whoa, la, la. Coolest pharaoh by far.
Let's go. Where are we going to escape to? If you don't remember, the circus tent disintegrated as soon as we arrived. I might have an idea. Our friendship. Did you bang up your head and wake up with amnesia? Let me explain. Our friendship brought us to the circus tent in the first place. Our friendship must be our way out. Give me your hands, and we need to hold hands and promise to take care of each other. We promise to take care of each other. Where should we go next? Back home. I agree. Let's go home. Wee, 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 wee. Are we back home? Yes and no. We're in the 21st century, just not 2023. What year are we in then? 2053. Ideas about what the future looks like. Only one way to find out. What's this on the floor? It doesn't look like tarmac or grass. It looks like sand. Sand everywhere. It's like we're Egyptians all over again. Me neither. Any idea which way to go? That way. Oh look, there's a lab. Let's go and find out what's inside. Great idea. What's this and this and this? A VR headset. It's actually physical electricity. Hey, nothing's wrong. Alright. 3 plus 4 equals 7 times 50 equals 350. Divided by 50 is 7. Let me have a go. Here you go. 36 times 2 is 72. And 354 is 426. Take away 26 is 400. What's that? Looks like soldiers. Say Geronimo. As possible. There's only the two of us. We might not be able to save everyone, but we can at least save someone. Let's do this. Everyone, move away from the castle. Move into the science lab. Look at us. We saved the future. Now time to get home. Agreed. Let's go to 2023. The circus navigation's playing up again. What do you mean? We're in 2020. We're not in 2023. We're in 23 AD. 2,000 years ago. Next time on Timey Wimey, Charlie and Greg end up stranded in 23 AD. Charlie and Greg become Roman soldiers. Question 10. Which two characters got engaged in the third week of the Neighbours reboot? Question 11. Who does Reese rehire? And question 12. Who was revealed to be the developer trying to close Erinsborough High? Here is the quiz answers. Question 1, I asked you the name of Modern 2 Series 10 Episode 3, which is Thin Ice. Question 2, I asked you the name of Modern 2 Series 10 Episode 6, which is Extremis. Question 3, I asked you the name of Modern 2 Series 10 Episode 10, that is The Eaters of Light. Question 4, I asked you the name of the Doctor Who 2017 Christmas special, which is Twice Upon a Time. Question 5, I asked you who played the 13th Doctor, and that is Jodie Whittaker. Question 6, I asked you who played Graham O'Brien in Doctor Who, and that is Bradley Walsh. Question 7, I asked you who played Sam Young in Neighbours, that is Henrietta Graham. Question 8, who plays Mike Young in Neighbours, and the answer is Guy Pearce. Question number 9, I asked you which of Tony's children is opposed to his marriage to Therese, it is Nell Rebecca. Question 10, I asked you which two characters got engaged in the third week of the Neighbours reboot, and they are Mike Young and Jane Harris. Question number 11, I asked you who does Reese rehire, and Reese rehires Holly Hoyland. And question number 12, I asked you who was revealed to be the developer trying to close Erinsborough High, and that is Therese. So yes, that is the weekly quiz as well as the weekly recap, but we've still got a few more features left for this episode. Coming up next will be coming up this week. So coming up this week, we have got a Big Finish Roundup in the next episode, followed by a Aquaman special looking at the teasers and trailers for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom that have been released, followed by the My Loki Season 2 Episode 1 review. And then we are returning to the Doctor Who reviews, starting with Doctor Who Series 11, Episode 5. I'm just trying to work this out. I think... No, not this week. And yeah, that's what's coming up this week. Coming up next, which is the last feature of the episode, is Inspirational Quote. Yes, so just a reminder for Inspirational Quote, it is taken as always from Doctor Who The Daily Doctor, 365 and a quarter Universal Meditations on Life and How to Live It, written by Simon Gurrier and Peter Angerhaldes, and it is taken from the dates that I am recording this episode, not the date it is released, because due to several things, it's not like university and stuff, it doesn't always release when I want it to, so I thought I'd do it when I record it so it works out better. And this is the 11th of October 2023 when I'm recording this, so I'm going to read the inspirational quote for the 11th of October, which is titled Improve Those Social Skills. The Doctor: I'm trying to do small talk. What was doing quite well, Yasmin Khan, needs work. The Doctor: maybe I'm nervous, just socially awkward. That was taken from Arachnids in the UK, written by Chris Chibnall, released in 2018. We've all been there, usually with new people, we don't know what to say, sometimes like the 13th Doctor, trying to do small talk only makes things worse, because we say the first thing that comes to mind. You could be like the Doctor and admit you're feeling nervous. If the person you're talking to is nervous as well, you immediately made a connection. But here's a good tip for taking the pressure off this socially awkward Doctor and you. Simply flip the problem around and encourage the other person to talk. Get them to talk about themselves, listen and be interested. Open up the conversation by asking them to expand on things they've just told you. It's a bit like playing tennis. You back the conversation back to them to keep it going. Other incarnations of the Doctor aren't nearly so awkward. In fact, they can be incredibly charming. But how do they do it, and what can we learn from them? We'll find out tomorrow. Well, we won't find out tomorrow, but yes, that's what it says, so I thought I'd include it. So yes, that was Inspirational Quote, which finishes this episode, which was a feature roundup special, which included an instalment of Find the third episode of Timey Wimey, the weekly recap, the weekly quiz, coming up this week, as well as the Inspirational Quote. But yes, in tomorrow's episode will be a Big Finish Roundup. So yes, you've got that to look forward to. But that is actually it for the Everything Podcast Season 2, Episode 83. Goodbye.